I'm going to show you how the Jira integration works. I'm looking at an idea that I've collected. It's currently in the idea submission stage. It's a great idea. It's been labeled as actionable. It's ready to go. So as a moderator, I can take this idea and I can move it. I can change the stage from idea submission, and I'm going to change it to my selected stage. So by changing it to the selected stage, now it becomes a selected idea, and I'm just going to give that a quick refresh. And you can see here that now I've opened a story within Jira. So you can see that this also will live in Jira. So I can click this, and I can view that idea or story within Jira. And so I've got my description. I've got an assignee. I can assign this to somebody else. And I can also change the status. So I'm going to change this to in progress. And as that moves, these things will change. If it changes type or priority or status, and it will change every time it's updated. All ideas that get moved to the selected label has been added here. So in order to set this up, you do need to be an administrator within IdeaScale. So I'm logged into my community settings, and then I'm going to navigate to integration and then to app directory. And here you can see all the various apps that I can integrate with. So I'm going to go to my Jira card here, and then I'll click the settings. So just to be clear on how this integration works, once this is set up, all ideas that are moved to any of your selected stages will then get copied over to Jira. So you've got an artifact or something you can manage on Jira's end. And IdeaScale will be updated as that project evolves. So let's start with our settings. What we need to do is we also need to be logged into Jira as well. So I'm going to copy my URL from Jira, and I'm going to paste it in here. And I'm just going to clean this up so that there's no additional characters here. IdeaScale demo.atlassian.net. And then I'm going to come up with my key. And this is something you generate. So I'm going to call mine IdeaScale key, but you can use whatever you like. And we're going to generate a key. The key is the means by which we communicate, the two systems communicate. So just to be safe, there's a lot of characters here. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put it in a text file, just so no additional characters are entered. So I'm going to paste this here, and let's go back. Let's go back now to Jira. So in order to configure this, you do need to go to your settings, and then your products, and then you need to navigate to your application links. Now we're actually going to take the IdeaScale URL, and I will copy this whole, and I'm going to add it here. And we're just going to copy this. So we're going to use this a couple of times. So now we're going to create a new link, and we're going to hit continue. And I'm going to take, while I have that, I'm just going to paste that URL in authorize URL, access token URL, request token URL, and then I'm going to fill this in. Application name is IdeaScale. This is not case sensitive. Service provider also IdeaScale. Consumer key, so that's this IdeaScale key that I pull in. Shared secret, we can make this IdeaScale. And then we'll also create an incoming link. Okay, so we've got that URL, we pasted in a few times, and we're going to hit continue. Okay, so now we need consumer key again, and that's IdeaScale key. Consumer name, we'll call that IdeaScale, and we're going to add our public key here. So let's copy this long string, and we'll paste that there. And while that processes, then we're going to go over to IdeaScale, and then we're going to save and continue. Great. So now we've got that connection set up. A couple more steps on our end, though. We need to click here to allow access. And now we're going to allow. And this is yet another code that we need to save. So we're just going to save those. And then we'll go back to app directory, and then we're going to put in the secret key that we just got. So we just got that access approved. I'm going to copy that, and paste that here. Okay, so now the connection is set up. Now we can get really specific with this integration, and we can go to the configuration where we can say every idea in the new product ideas goes to this particular project that we have within Jira. And we're going to call this new product ideas goes to the idea portfolio project. And we're going to save this here. And we can also determine on Jira's side, what type of issue is it? Is it a bug? Is it a task? Is it a story or subtask? And we're just going to call them all stories. That'll be the default. So we can save that. Now I can also go and add additional ones. So if I want the new feature campaign, I want all ideas in the new feature campaign that are selected to be moved into the group management panel. We can save that as well. And we'll make that a story.